Welcome to Synagogues of France, Part 11, Paris D. That means this is the 11th episode checking out synagogues in the country of France, the 4th checking out specifically locations in the Paris area. Our first stop is checking out a synagogue on Rue Julien Lacroix. One can see the two tablets of the Ten Commandments with its Hebrew letters somewhat affected by neglect and time. The name of the congregation is also known as Rebbe Chayativ Lo Meit. Our understanding is that this is a Tunisian practice congregation. The founders of the congregation were Ashkenazic, and the biggest donor was Baron Edmund de Rothschild. We also understand that this particular area has had issues related to security for the Jewish population. And the information that we have on this congregation is from 4 years ago. So we move along to Rue Lamartine and to a building housing a Lubavitch house. That's what that blue sign to the right of the door reads, Beit Lubavitch. This branch was established around 1995. In France, Beit Lubavitch claims to handle, in France, 45 Gan Israel sites. That's for children's education, and another 35 Talmud Torahs for older students, as well as, in general, 20 community centers. They also publish on a weekly basis 35,000 copies of Sidra of the Week. Chabad in France also organizes 800 courses on a weekly basis of adult education. And finally, it built the Beit Chaya Mushka, which was the largest Jewish school center in Europe, and has about 2,500 students in its educational institutions, and has loaned out 400 cribs to families in need. Squeezed in here in the rear is the Mishkanot Israel Synagogue on Rue Jean Nohen. The original members of this congregation that came during the 1950s and 60s was from the Alsace region, and they were of Ashkenazic practice. The building was constructed in 1993, and it has about 300 member families. Its spiritual leader is Rabbi Michel Guggenheim. It would seem as if we're going underground here, but not really. This traffic pattern runs alongside the River Seine. The letters on the door read MJLF, which stands for the Liberal Jewish Movement of France. It's both cultural and religious, and it's affiliated with the World Union for Progressive Judaism. It was founded in 1977. It maintains 2 synagogue locations, and the organization is run by 3 rabbis, Florine Shinsky, Jan Boissier, and Delphine Harvier, or more likely Harvier. This one here is located on Rue Gaston de Cavier, and as we said, the area is called the Front de Seine, which is a development district of Beaujournay in Paris, located alongside the River Seine. Its other synagogue is located in eastern Paris on Rue du Sommelin. Here we are now on Rue Montevideo, and we're looking at the congregation called Oel Avraham. It's an Ashkenazic Orthodox shul with about 200 member families, and has services 3 times a day on a daily basis. It has a social or community services building on another street called Rue du Frenoy. It moved to the location shown here in 1936 after holding services in various apartments. A Rabbi Miluski is its spiritual leader. Here is a look at the interior. Here is the front entrance to the Nazaret congregation. This congregation also has services 3 times a day on a daily basis. Here's the famous motto of the French Revolution: Liberté, Égalité, and Fraternité. One can see the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments hoisted above the clock. Its most recent rabbi has been Chaim Torjman. And here is various shots of its interior. Our final stop on this tour is the alleged location of congregation Neve Shalom. It's been in existence for about 30 years and it's led by Rabbi Shimon Dahan. Besides regular Shabbat services, it has a daily morning Shachrit service. A correction to our previous statement: this congregation was established in 1983. Here is a look at its interior. We conclude this trip, but we still have a few more synagogues to check out in the city of Paris of the country France. So, see you soon.